So sorry about that. We had a bit of a technical problem at the end there, and I didn't realise we were going to a break. But now we're back. So next part, it's all about Martin Atkinson. Visionary mastermind or needs a visit to Specsavers? Or
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson, very good indeed. Mr. Bean, in fact.
Yeah. Mr. Has-Been.
Mr. Has-Been, quick, clever, witty. Or is Jose right and there's a campaign? What about Jose's appearance on Sky yesterday to talk about whether Barnes' foul was criminal or not? Have we seen his tackle played over and over again on Matic like Diego's stamp was? We have not. And we'll be chatting about Cesc Fabregas again because he really worries me. Is he poorly? Yeah, that was my end bit, actually, so I'll now go back to this beginning bit. Yeah. So, welcome back. You're listening, or even listening to the Chelsea Fancast. I've got a few Mixler stuff here. Jose is right. This is Mr. Mackay. There's a clear campaign. Chelsea were robbed of 9 penalties and 11 points. Who's this person? JDK from Portland. Good to see Darren back on the show. Yeah, good. Is he a mate of yours?
I'm going to say no, but if he is, let me know if you've got a real name that isn't just JDK, because not.
Oh, here we
that,
are.
no.
It's Jack Quintala from Portland, Oregon.
Jack Quintala, yeah, he's always been a Mixler. He's always been in our little, following us since we've been in the glory days of the studio, not the Putney pub.
Not Portland Bill, then.
Daniel 1% Francisco, he's saying there's a bad cold going around. It takes a bit to shift it. I don't quite know what relevance that has to anything we're talking about. Oh, it's a Fabregas. Good point. Yes, of course it is. I thought he was commenting on the panel, actually. Yeah.
Even the famous Trizia was laid up for a few weeks, not going to get.
Trixia?
Trizia.
Aren't there 2 of them?
No, there's one of her.
There's one.
Oh, okay. I thought there were 2.
She's one of your fellow Eaststanders.
Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, CFC unofficial, Debs, there does seem to be a bug about. Yeah, good point, yeah.
I had it.
And Jacaranda Chick says, yeah, which is, I like that very much. Yeah, JD Works, I want to know exactly what this mystery illness is. A cold, the flu, whooping cough, the bends. Okay. So, anyway. So, right, what do we go on to here? Atkinson's blunders. 30. Barnes on Ivanovic. Good picture. So, 33 is the Kitely handball. No penalty. 43, Shaquille on Costa. No pen. 69, Barnes on Matic. No red. And this is back in... oh, look, there's Barnes there. Oh, he's confrontational. Look at him already. I don't like him. Oh, dear. Though this is basically what the programme is Chidge has named the programme, 30, 33, 43 and 69. So, what do we think about all those fouls, everybody?
Tackle on Ivanovic. I use the term tackle loosely. I mean, it certainly wasn't a football tackle. If it was a rugby tackle, it would have been a penalty.
Is this the kick when he was up in the air and he kicked him, and we heard Ivanovic screaming from the...
You could hear him right across the ground. It was amazing.
You know, I think the major problem Ivanovic had was his the fact that he rolled around and then got up really quickly.
Yeah,
if he'd played the game, played the shamming game, and just lain there for a few minutes, perhaps there would have been more of a reaction.
It happened just in front of us in the West Stand. The linesman was right in front of us. But he heard it, he saw it, and he should have, by the time that Ivanovic hit the ground, should have been waving his flag and screaming. Yeah. But he wasn't.
How often do assistant referees actually assist?
They should do.
They don't.
He's meant to flag it.
The linesman on our side, on the West side, was abysmal. He could see the push on Costa absolutely clearly because he was in a straight line between.
You wonder whether it's because Atkinson last week was doing the Real Madrid game, whether he has the kind of status where he says, I make the decisions. He's not working as a team. He's saying, let me, because I noticed on a couple of occasions he gave throws that the linesman waited to see what he was doing, and then put his flag up accordingly. And you almost feel if he's in his thrall, you know, if he's under the cosh from the referee, what chance is it? What chance?
But the linesman should at least be saying things down there.
Well, of course he should.
They have them.
They're supposed to be a team. But in this instance, if he's got the he's the head honcho in this situation. What's going to happen?
But
he makes the decisions.
Why, if that was the case, Surely at half-time the liner would have said something to the referee. 3 of these were in the first half. He should have said something to him. If he actually had seen these things, if he wanted to give him, and he would have flagged. I think he'd have flagged if he felt that there was a...
But what if their reputation, as we've all been discussing before, has completely gone before them? What if he thinks that Chelsea cheat?
There was quite
what if they've all talked about it before? They go, referees have said they cheat. Costa falls over, so he fell over and he doesn't give anything.
But this was Mourinho's point yesterday.
Indeed.
Barnes has a reputation.
Indeed he does.
His reputation as a thug.
He has more... Was it more fouls than any other...
Not just that, he was suspended for 7 games after taking out a referee, wasn't he?
Well, I don't know about that.
When he was playing for Brighton. That was the
was he
incident
really?
to which
Right.
Mourinho referred to yesterday.
What, he did a Di Canio.
Right.
He tripped a referee.
Right.
Which, I mean, fair enough. You can't blame him for that too often.
But it was what I hated was the slightly smug look on his face after he'd tackled Matic and then walked away with his back to it, trying to sort of almost get away from it, and away with it. I mean, I hope that there is the FA have a discerning group of ex-refs or whoever the panel will be, who will analyse the footage and see how completely inches away it was.
It's been done. Did you see the comment? It was on the BBC website this afternoon. I can't remember the ref's name. He's an ex-ref.
But this is Hackett. This is Hackett, but he's not on the FA committee, though.
But he used to be the head of the Referees Association.
Yeah, and he said it was a disgraceful foul,
he said it was an appalling
and he said Atkinson had one of the worst games.
He said Atkinson has refereed more Premiership games than any other ref this season.
Yeah,
I think he's given almost as most yellow cards. I think there's one that's given one more. The fat boy. What's the fat boy called?
Dowd.
Yeah, he's given more. Yeah. But because he only reffed the other game 72 hours before, and he couldn't keep up with the game. He was knackered.
Yes.
But they're not going to do anything with Barnes anyway. I thought they said there's no action being taken.
Well, it's because the referee saw it and didn't see anything wrong with it. But surely, is that always the precedent? If we can see it from an angle that reveals that it was, if he was, thank goodness he's so fit. If he had a brittle leg, it would have been snapped at the fibia, whatever it is.
I'm not one for conspiracies, but I think that what's happening is actually the best thing that could possibly happen.
Oh, yes.
I suspect that he was told, say you saw it, no action against Barnes. And now with the appeal going through, instead of having Barnes suspended, well, Matic might as well be suspended, they're each as bad as each other. They've got Barnes getting away with it, and we've got a chance of getting the appeal on Matic.
I can't see us getting that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, there's a lot of pessimism. One can hardly believe the FA will ever give us anything.
Yes.
But it's the best shot we've got. By far the best shot we've got. It's the best circumstance. Also, it's good that Barnes isn't suspended. He can go now and take out a few City players when they play them in a couple of games' time. And I hope he plays with the same venom and the same disgusting way as he played against us.
That tackle on Matic, a certain ex-Man U holding midfielder from Cork would have been proud of it, wouldn't he?
Yeah. But he'd have got away with it even more so.
And he would have followed through.
So, Jake, where were you sitting?
I was actually at the best seat in the house. I sat next to a season ticket holder and had the seat for 40 years. It was fantastic. I was in Matthew Harding Upper.
Were you? Brilliant.
His name was Chris Francis, and it was fantastic. And sort of along those lines.
Were you about block 13, block 12, 11 maybe? You were around this way.
Yeah, right about there.
You were near the back.
I was way up there.
Yeah, I know Chris Francis.
Yeah, it's a fantastic guy.
Good stuff. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you're a bit far away from the Matic incident.
I didn't get a good look at the tackle, but I did see the shove, which was unfortunate. But along the lines of the FA involvement, I was having drinks with another season ticket holder, Rob Blastack, last night. He brought up what I thought was a fantastic point. In the Premier League, you have foreign owners, you have foreign managers, you have foreign players, but you don't have foreign referees. They're all English, which, there are a ton of great English referees, but at the same time, why not open up that pool? Because there are some great foreign referees as well. And, as Robert was mentioning, with, Premier League games costing £10 million a season now under the new broadcasting deal, I think it behooves the Premier League to make sure that those refs are adjudicated by the best people possible.
I personally would like to have referees and teams of referees and linesmen who are as much personalities as the players, as is the case in basketball. and everybody comes and I don't think it matters. It makes it.
It does.
It still makes it entertaining. No, but I can't stand this fact they're not allowed to talk about about their decisions, and you're not allowed to criticise them. I don't
buy that, but I also don't like the idea that Graham Poll, I think it was, came out with to say that the only thing that people discuss about football is the refereeing. The last thing we want to talk about after a game is the refereeing. What we want to talk about is about beautiful football.
You're not far away from Blatter then, are you, saying that that's exactly what football is all about, the decisions that have gone wrong, so you can... that was before the goal line technology.
That is partly true, I think. It is about that sort of stuff as well. I was thinking... Yeah, but it is good. You don't want... It would be boring to have all this stuff with all these replays and this and that and everything being right. And if you see
if it's done instantly.
No, if you see rugby...
It wouldn't be boring if it makes the right decision.
No, every time there's a try in rugby, all the crowd have to wait for the stupid little screen to tell you it's a try or not.
Yeah, but personally, I love that.
You've got to wait about 10 seconds.
I love that.
You're not excited anymore.
I don't have a problem with that.
You're not excited anymore.
No, I like it. I am. I'm always saying I am. And the same with cricket. I love it. I love it when whether it's out or not, and there's tension, and then they have to work out whether, particularly with run-outs, and they're trying to work out whether it's actually gone over the crease or not, and they're having said, his bat's on the line, it means he's out because the crease is part of the line. I love all of that.
But you get to cheer the try 3 times. First when he scores.
Yeah.
Second when it shows it on the screen, and the third time when the ref awards it.
Yeah, brilliant. Or alternatively, you get to cheer it twice, and when he disallows it, you then I like that as well.
But I was thinking about the Graham Poll thing before you said it, because he's always been known for wanting to steal the limelight. So of course he's going to say these things about what they should do because that's what he loved doing. I'm sure he'd have wanted to make more money by appearing on things for doing it. Matic, the best he can hope for is a 1-game ban. He's out for a League Cup final. That's the best he can get at 1 game.
I'm not sure about this. I read that if he appeals, he can play in the League Cup final.
Costa couldn't. No, Liverpool was a win midweek.
They're going to bring the decision up.
They bring it immediately. Right.
Costa did this thing on a Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and his appeal was heard on the Friday before the Saturday game against Man City. But it definitely won't be.
Could they add another match to it if they think the appeal is frivolous?
Yeah, they could have done with Costa, but they didn't. Yeah.
But while we're on to this, what do you think the influence of Sky has been in this situation with Costa calling it a crime, and yet this event that we saw yesterday isn't called a crime at all, and the only person who calls it a crime is Jose on Goals on Sunday.
He didn't call it a crime. What he did,
criminal.
He alluded to what Sky had said and used their words back at them and said, if you call that a crime, why are you not calling this a crime? Which they were calling it a harsh tackle instead, which was a little bit rich.
Savage,
so I think what the press has said about what Jose said yesterday is almost as outrageous as what Sky has said.
Oh, completely. Well, the press have just said that he's been ranting again, haven't they?
Yeah.
Nobody is on our side at all. It's actually quite
the trouble is that they actually
distressing.
They do agree. Most of the papers and most pundits have been saying they were both penalties. It was a horrendous challenge from Barnes, but no one's actually outright backed Mourinho. But everyone's saying the same thing. I think most people are saying the first one was definitely a penalty. The second one was probably a penalty and a horrific career-ending challenge.
The handball was definitely a penalty.
Oh my goodness!
It was like this.
I don't know what
the push was as well. You cannot lay hands on a player in the penalty area.
Could also be tangled with his feet with him as well.
But why would he go down if it wasn't a foul? He was in a very good position.
You could tell how focused he was on trying to score himself. He was right there for it. Yeah.
Well, I think his reputation has gone before him completely. Completely.
Yeah, sometimes he does bring that on. I'm sorry, but he does. You can't sometimes go to the ground easily and then get annoyed if other times you don't get anything for it. You can't. You would
hope the referee would be discerning enough to actually differentiate between the two, rather than going, well, I'm not going to give it now because you fell over about 10 minutes ago.
We had it 10 seasons ago with Drogba, though. He got booked against Villa. We drew 0-0, I think it was, away in September in Mourinho's first season. And Drogba got booked for it, and it was clearly a penalty. But because of Drogba's reputation, he didn't get it.
I've got a point about FA referees that I've actually made before, but at the risk of being boring, I'll make it again. What's wrong with FA referees generally is the whole ethos and the philosophy that they have. They're not there to see that each team has a fair and equal chance of winning. They're there to impose the rules of the FA on the game. And it's a subtle difference, but it's a big difference. Understand?
Yes, sorry, I was taken aback. My phone started ringing. And I was just thinking, I wonder whether I should answer this. But, no, of course I don't.
Me on the phone.
They're still ringing. You still answer it.
Yeah, it's no caller ID. Shall I answer it? Yeah, be quite like it. Hello? Hello, who's that?
speakerphone. Let's make it better TV.
Hello, yeah. Well, actually, I'm in the middle of a show, actually. Can you phone back? It's a Chelsea podcast, and
Talk to his
you're
secretary.
on. And sorry, I'm so sorry. It's the Chelsea FanCast. It's not there. Yeah, I can't even think straight. But yeah, a couple of hours would be great. Yeah, thanks. Okay, thanks very much. Thank you. Bye bye. How bizarre that was. Yeah, I thought it was going to be somebody who got my number was going to say, "No, that Matic, he should have been sent off," and he was sent off. So where are we? I've been taken aback now.
Who was it?
Yes, we're talking about
who was it?
It was the National Theatre.
Oh.
I don't know, asking me about a ticket or something. I don't know.
Oh, not a starring role.
Yeah.
No, I'd love them to say yes. Could I go and audition tonight? Actually, it doesn't work like that. No, I think we've done enough Fabregas. They've got nothing in my ear about Fabregas.
You've done nothing about the crime, yeah.
Yeah, I've done the parental. How did Buzz get
Yeah,
away?
we've appealed it. Yeah, come on, keep ticking them off. What about a
Who will step in for Matic on Sunday if by any chance?
It's not going to be.
Well, it can't be Mikel, can it? Because he's still got a knee
How long's he
injury.
out?
Indefinitely at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Definitely beyond Sunday, though.
Yeah, it'll have to be Ramirez.
There was a debate. Do you think that one of the younger players could get in?
No.
It's unlikely.
He
isn't
will.
it?
Aki?
He doesn't like people he doesn't trust. He'll start with Ramirez and Fabregas holding.
I think so, yeah.
Definitely. Because he's always going to do. If he puts two holding sometimes when we're at home, he's going to do it for the League Cup final.
The only other option he'd have would be to put Aspi or Luis in that position.
He doesn't like Aspi at
He's
the
got a
moment,
spare
does he?
left back, hasn't he?
I thought he played very well in the PSG game, as we'll get on to. I thought he
Hang on a minute,
looked good.
Didn't somebody say Ivanovic he did get a yellow, but didn't that, I'm totting up, isn't he missed the game on Sunday as well?
Not that I've heard of.
Haven't seen that.
No, I haven't seen that either. I was worried, I have to say, when he got the yellow at the time. But,
I hope not.
no,
I must say, I was
really-
actually surprised after that first half incident that he didn't get a red at some stage. He was so
He was
angry.
He was angry.
Really angry.
Well, I was particularly worried because he grabbed the red card, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which is
Well, that's what he got
Which is
booked for.
potentially a red
but
card in itself, because you
is actually
making physical contact with
with
the
the
referee.
referee.
He's going to do
It's-
that. He should have just whacked the referee, shouldn't he?
Is that what he got it? I didn't know he tried to grab the red.
Yeah, he
I
grabbed-
didn't see him
yeah,
try
yeah.
to do
Well,
it.
that's the
Close
annoying
up.
thing about Matic.
Yeah.
He might as well have just done the guy, had
So
it carried off.
another quick point here, getting back to Fabregas, he's not moving the ball forward quickly enough.
No.
He's overplaying outside the box, not enough incisive ball through to Costa. Too much tic-a-taka.
He even had a shot, which he doesn't normally do. Normally he always passes,
That's
but
right,
he
he
actually,
did. Had a go.
But is there something about Costa also perhaps not being as, I don't know, fleet of foot as he has been? Because he doesn't seem to be connecting in the same way as he
He
was
had
in the
2
first
weeks
few
off
games.
when he was suspended,
Yeah.
didn't he? I don't think he's got back to match fitness yet.
Are you a
That's
fan
the
of
problem,
Fabregas,
isn't it?
Jake?
Yeah, I like him a lot. I was talking to some of the fans of Matthew Harding, and they were saying, because he's, still, an Arsenal guy. Like in their minds, they've been slow to adjust. But he's a good player. He makes very difficult passes look effortless. He's an asset.
Yeah, great.
There's a
player.
rumour amongst supporters of that red and white club in North London that he fades away in the second half of the season.
Yes.
I wonder if there's some truth
Yes.
in that.
But if you play for that club in North London, you would fade away in the second half of the season.
That's right, yeah.
Yes. Well, my big criticism at the moment, we're not killing teams off when we're in control.
No,
We should never have drawn that game
should have
because
gone
we were
for the
all
second
over
goal
them.
straight away.
And we can't defend 1-0 leads. We need to be more clinical with chances. And
Surely
this
what-
has been the problem in the league for the last few weeks now.
Other than Swansea,
Right.
since the beginning of the
It's,
year.
Surely what sums that up, sorry,
I've got to
Jonathan.
wind it up, I'm afraid. It's PSG next. Was it a good result? So we'll see you all in a minute. Sorry about the phone call.